Welcome back. Let's put this in the ether. I want to say, you know what? When it comes to women, all right, you do not struggle with a woman, all right? You do not struggle. What do I mean by that? You do not struggle with a woman, all right? Most women out there, most modern women will not struggle with you. They're at least inclined to deal with your problems. They're not patient to be with you. They want instant gratifications, right? And a woman, you have to provide instant gratification immediately on a moment response. If you can't provide that, that will lead them to be unhappy, sad, argumentative, right? Angry, right? They don't understand the process of getting things. Like, it takes time to work things out. It takes time to focus on career. It takes time to make your dream come to fruition, right? It takes time to build things, right? It takes time to build relationship, right? They don't understand that. That's why they're impatient when it comes to building something with you, right? They want this, they want that, they want this, they want to get married, right? They're quick to force you to get married. They rush you into marriage, right? They don't understand that in a proper relation, it takes time, right? That's why you don't struggle with a woman. When you struggle with a woman, when you struggle with a woman, when you're on your grind, right? With a woman, when you have a girlfriend, you only make it hard on yourself, right? It's easier to struggle without a woman than it is to be with a woman, right? When you're struggling with a woman, you're gonna have all those time when she's gonna nag you, boss you around, belittle you, say this, that, and the third, etc., right? To get on your nerve because she's impatient. She want things in a moment's notice, right? You don't want to struggle with a woman, right? It's better off if you're struggling as a man. If you're struggling, you work on yourself first. You be by yourself. Get yourself situated. Get your priorities straight first before you get with a woman. Because she's not gonna be there for you. She's not gonna be a support group for you, right? She's the woman. She want that support. If you as a man are showing sign that you need her support, is a sign of weakness to her. She don't want to deal with that. All right? She don't want to deal. She don't want to baby you, especially when you're not even married to her, right? That's why in a situation like, say, a guy is struggling, right? Say a guy is like, for instance, he tried to get his dream out, right? He tried to start a podcast, right? He tried to start a podcast, excuse me, right? And what most women don't realize is that, when you have a big dream like that, right? You have to start small, right? You have to start with one subscriber in order to get to 1,000, 100,000 subscribers. They don't understand that. They want instant gratification, right? They don't understand you have to build small first before you get those million subscribers, right? They think everything happened overnight. Excuse me. They think everything happened overnight. They think that you could be an overnight sensation when in reality it's not like that. Guys understand that things cannot be an overnight sensation. Sure, there are those rare gems out there, right? Rare people out there who became overnight sensation, right? But in reality, most people, most content creator, they're not overnight sensations, right? It takes time for them to build their channel. It takes time for them to build their reputations, like I am. It takes time for me to build my channel up. Time. I understand if I'm a beginning creator, right? And I'm starting with one subscriber, right? It's illogical for me to think that, okay, I'm gonna get 100,000 subscribers in a week. It doesn't work like that. For women, they can't understand that. They think because you're struggling so much, right? You're doing all this stuff, right? There's gonna be ups and downs. But she want things to happen instantaneously, and she don't understand things cannot happen instantaneously. So she will not be struggling with you, right? She can say you can tell her, oh, I'm starting my podcast, and then she can say some smart Alex remarks saying like, oh, it's just you and your friend talking about Star Wars and all that stuff, right? And then she don't understand that it's just a process. We have to start small to get somewhere. She's not willing to struggle with you. Right? This is a good idea. You do not struggle with a woman. You get yourself situated first. You build your things up. You build your things up first. You build your assets up first before you get with a woman. That's if you choose to get with a woman, right? Because she's not going to support you, right? Modern woman, right? Today's woman, right? Back in the days, women are more inclined to support a husband. Because if she don't support him, he don't eat. If you don't support him to go find work, right? She don't eat. He don't bring the paycheck. Now a woman understand that if the guy ain't delivering, she's gonna leave him. She don't care, right? She's willing to leave, right? This is why a lot of marriages, this happen in boyfriend situations and marriage as well, right? If a father of a guy loses his job, right, and he can't provide enough things to provide for his family or girlfriend, whatever, she's not hesitant to leave him. This is why divorce rate is so high right now. Women are impatient. Modern women today are very impatient. So either you get your things situated right now or you don't. Right? That's what it is. Right? If you lose your job and instantaneously, most likely she will not stick with you. Most likely she'll pack her bags and leave you and divorce you. And now you're in a deeper hole. Right? This is why I'm telling you, if you're gonna struggle, it's best to struggle without any girlfriend. Right? It's best to struggle without, because she's not gonna support you. She's not gonna be that foundation that you need in your life. She's not gonna give you that motivation. I'm not saying all girls are not gonna do that, but most modern women will not give you any support. That no matter how big your idea is, no matter how far-fetched it may sound, right? No matter, I want to invent this thing that does this and that, she might see in her mind, she think it's stupid, right? She gonna be brutally honest with you, right? And she's not gonna have patience to struggle with you, right? I'm not saying this out of my butt. There's a lot of women out there making TikTok videos saying that they're not gonna struggle with a man, all right? Struggling in order to get to point A, let me say it in a way, in another way. In order to get to point B, you have to start from point A, right? And only one destination, you got from point A to point B, right? Within those time, there's ups and downs. There's time. There's time to build things in business, right? There's no such thing as overnight sensation in business. Successful business take time. It takes time to build up, right? A restaurant, it takes time to build clients, right? It takes time to build customers in the store. As for a new creator, it takes time to build an audience, right? She can't see that, right? She don't understand that things take time. Women and men think differently. Men think in a progression of time. They think in a long term. Women think in an instantaneous satisfaction. And they want instant gratification. That's how women thinks. Because they want instant gratification, they can't think in the long term. They can't think in the long term. They can't think that it takes time to get to point A to point B. This is why most women out there can't think of a marriage to last longer than what she thinks, right? She thinks a marriage should be successful overnight, right? This is why divorce rate is so high. They don't think marriage in the long term these days, right? Modern women do not think in the long term. That's going for business. That goes for marriages. That goes for anything that you want to come to fruition, right? Because of that, they're not a long-term commitment, right? They're not willing to do that. Women do not think in the long term. Because of that, the way they think, that's the reason why most of them are struggling. Most of them are in a rough shape, right? They don't think in long term, and what happens when they get to the old ages? They're suffering, right? A man could think in the long term. A man could prepare right now. He could think that, okay, I'm gonna start my business now, small, right? And later on, 10 years from now, I'm picturing myself in this position. But in order for me to get to this position, I have to start from right here, square one, and build myself up. To over time, he'll understand that he'll eventually reach to his goal. A woman don't have the patience for that, right? A woman don't have the patience to build a long-lasting marriages. They do not have patience, right? Men have patience. Men have patience, right? Women do not have patience for nothing. I mean, most women out there, most modern women do not have any patience, right? Especially with a man, especially when a man is struggling. So if you're struggling out there, you're just one of the guys, right? Try to get his dream out there, right? And you tell her all these things, right? And women love to belittle guys' dream as well. No matter how ridiculous it is, they're least likely to support a man. I'm not saying this from outside experience. I'm saying this from my personal experience as well, right? From multiple women in my family, outside. I tell them my ideas, and they find it hard to comprehend, find it hard to understand why I'm doing this, find it hard and all this stuff, right? And then they start belittling, right? They're not supportive, right? And then you wonder, like, wait, are you supposed to, how is that gonna motivate a person to achieve his dream, right? They can't motivate you, right? They could inspire you for something, but they can't motivate you physically, or they can't verbally. They can't do that, right? Most modern women, sure, some women back in the days probably might, right? But women of today, right? Because they are not willing to stay for the long run. They're impatient. Because of their impatientness, they can't motivate a man. All right. This is why a lot of men are struggling. This is why it leads to a lot of divorce in relationships. It leads to a lot of strife in relationships. Right. They can't understand or have the patience to be with a man. Right. This is why I'm telling the guys, you do not struggle with a woman, because she's not gonna have patience for you. She's not gonna wait for you. Women are at the finish line, right? They're at the finish line, and the guys are starting at the start of the race. That's what it is, right? That's why they're always the one that asks you, oh, so are we gonna get married? Should try to rush into marriage the most. Guys don't do that. Guys, the reason why guys take time, because in times, right, it shows who the person really is. It shows who the person really like. Time reveals everything, right? This is why a guy do not rush into relationship. They do not rush into marriages, right? They should not rush into anything, because when you rush into something, you're bound to make mistakes, like everything, right? You rush through your homework, you're gonna make mistakes, right? You rush through your essay, you're gonna have all these spelling, improper sentence fragments, and all this stuff, right? That's why you don't rush anything, right? Women, they will rush you because they do not have the patience. They do not have the patience to deal with your struggles, right? Because they don't have the patience, they don't want to support you, they don't want to motivate you, they don't want to do all these stuff. Modern women. I'm not trying to disparage all women. This is not bashing women. I'm not saying I hate women, right? We don't hate women, but you gotta understand what they are, right? Modern women are very impatient creatures. They want instant gratification. They want the cake and eat it too. And some of yours as well, right? They want this. They want the rock on their finger. They're rushing to the marriage, right? They want the rock. They want the baby, right? They want the marriage. They want the style. They want that special day for themselves, right? They want this, that, and whatever, etc., right? At a moment's notice. Can you provide that for women? Women don't understand that it takes time to get to this point, right? It takes time to be successful, right? Joe Rogan didn't start out overnight, right? He takes time, right? He was a small podcaster, and then it takes time for him to get to where he's at. Same goes for all these other million subscribers, right? If she don't understand that a new creator, for instance, like if you have an idea for a podcast or idea for a YouTube channel, like I'm doing right now, she don't understand that it takes time to build an audience. That's why she's very impatient. That's why she's not willing to struggle with you, right? The point of the video is you do not struggle with a woman. Try to achieve your goal without a woman and save you more headaches, guys. It's easy on you. It's less stress, right? You do not want more stress on top of your stress of you trying to achieve your goal. When you achieve your goal, then you think about being in a relationship, right? At the moment right now, modern women, they're not going to struggle with you. Bet. On that note, guys, thanks for listening. This video's gone too long, all right? Let me know what you think. Do you struggle with a woman, or is it better to struggle with a woman or not better to struggle with a woman? Let me know. Leave a comment below. On that note, guys, like, share, subscribe. I'm trying to hit my goals of 1,000 followers or whatnot. But if you can, subscribe. On that note, peace and blessing, and I'll see you guys in the next video.